This is Sims, and we are back with more sweet views. And we were just in the last room, and Mitarashi just shoved the sword into the dude, even though he's not the warrior, so I don't think he was supposed to do that. But we'll see what happens. So anyway, ahem. Kind of left it in a little cliffhanger because we ran over, but... Hey! Looks like that triggered something. What do you think that noise is? Probably that. And the light is moving. We watched as it slowly turned to point at the top of the sword. It's reflecting off the katana and pointing to the door on the right-hand wall. That's the right door. Go ahead. The light of victory will illuminate your path. That's it. Oh, we've solved the whole damn thing. Yeah! I gave him a vigorous nod. All right, Spacey. You open the door this time. Warrior, huh? Here goes. Now that the puzzle was solved, all I had to do was open the door and we'd be finished with the attraction. I could feel everyone's eyes on me. Don't you think the warriors should have shoved the sword into the thing? I'm just saying. I grabbed a hold of the door and threw it open. On the other side was a wall with the head of a demon mounted on it. Oh god, it's a trap. What? I stepped forward to get a closer look. A harsh buzzer sounded. Because I think we were supposed to put the sword in anyway. The warrior panel turned red? Get down! No, that's Mitarashi. I couldn't remember who it was. I was like, it's hard to remember the names. Get down! As he shouted, I heard an arrow fire from the demon. Ah! Suddenly, I was frozen in place by surprise and terror. I squeezed my eyes shut. Oh, you idiot! Ah! Who attacked us? Who knocked us down? Something slammed into my body. The arrow, I thought. No, it's a dude. No. Oh, wait, this is another body. Oh. Which one of our boyfriends is on top of us? I opened my eyes and looked up. We got him shot, man. You okay? What? His face was twisted in pain, and it took only a moment to see why. The bolt that had been meant for me was buried in his shoulder. Well, he's the one who put the sword in there, and he shouldn't have. Why is his head a different color than his arms? Because he's, like, basically walking around shirtless, so, like... God, you gotta tan the whole body, dude. Are you alright? This, hurts a little more than I expected. Mitarashi saved me? I realized my mouth was hanging open and quickly shut it, but I felt awful. I have to say something. If I just jumped out of the way... Are you okay? I think I'm okay. Huh. Well, that's, good. He grinned. Maybe if we had yelled at him, we'd gotten love points with him. Oh, we need to stop the bleeding. Come on, it's just a flesh wound. You're acting like an old woman. And that's an awful lot of blood for a flesh wound, pal. And you gotta consider infection. Once I saw a man's arm just turn green and fall off. I'm gonna call shenanigans on that. And now hold still. We watched for a few tense minutes while Shirabe applied some rudimentary first aid. You can't pull an arrow out because of the point. You gotta, like, shove that thing all the way through and, like... Here, take this. Oh, thanks. I handed him my handkerchief, which he skillfully tied around Mitarashi's arm. Damn it. Thought we were almost done, so I let myself get cocky and screwed this all up. Oh. Shido grimaced and slammed his fist into a nearby wall. Okay, he didn't slam us into a wall, he slammed his fist into a wall, it's close enough. But also, usually it's the MC, it's all my fault! This time that would have been... It's all my fault. I mean, sorta. A little bit. But he's like, it's all my fault. Oh, I love it. You're going to take the blame like the end. Oh, that's cute. I'm sorry. He's just the angry one. And I like the angry glasses assholes. He needs to slam me up against a wall. All I'm saying. But fisting a wall is fine too. Hey, this isn't just your show, man. Stop trying to act like a hero. Oh, that's not it. I should have been on my guard. Told everyone to move away from the door. Oh, well, I've patched him up as good as I can. But this man needs to get some real treatment as soon as possible. Well, we've got 7 days. He's not going to die before then, right? Mitarashi nodded in thanks. Then we need to get out of here as fast as we can. So, what did we do wrong? Yeah, that's the first thing we need to figure out. I'm the one who should have put the sword in. I tried to fight down the growing feeling of panic and go over what we knew, but I couldn't hold my thoughts together. I was so sure that was the answer. As was I. Maybe we went through the steps wrong, or we're missing something important. Shirabe continued to mumble to himself and scratch his beard as the rest of us thought. But now there's only 2 doors left. We got a 50-50 chance of getting it right. Unless they're both wrong. I could tell he was trying to lighten the mood, but his words had the opposite effect. The minutes ticked by. Every so often I could see Mitarashi grimace in pain and shift uncomfortably. It must hurt more than he's telling us. We need to do something fast. Let's go over everything again, starting from the beginning. I nodded and started running over what we knew in my head. Shirabe pushed the switch, and then we found the katana with the wild ginger seal on it. That was the line, "Take in hand the holy seal," and with the prayer of the priestess. And next we stuck the sword into the statue. And it made a sort of clicking noise, which was the defeat the Demon King part. Finally, the light moved to the end of the sword and reflected off it to point to this door, which was the light of victory will illuminate your path. Damn it! What did we miss? It seems like we did everything we were supposed to, but something feels wrong. Duh, come on. I racked my brain for what that might be. When we examined the room, did we miss something important? Nope. Yeah, okay. Hold on. It's going to be hard. I know exactly. I think we've got the announcement riddle figured out this time, so I'll look at the stuff we found around the room. It turned out that the New Aurelian had a diamond-shaped hole that went all the way to its statue from its stomach to its back. We also realized that the statue and the base were made of different materials. On the floor, we found a mark that looked like a stylized 3-leafed wild ginger plant. The mark appeared to be a button, too. When we examined the doors along the walls of the room, it turned out that most of them were fake and just painted on. But not all of them. Some were real. 3, to be exact. So what were we missing? Okay, I don't know which one it is because it's basically... She's supposed to have put the sword in it. Or did we put the sword in the wrong way? Is diamond-shaped hole it, maybe? You know what I mean? Like, maybe we put the thing in the wrong way? I don't know. Okay, hold on. That's probably not it. We also realized that the statue in the base... I mean, that... Whoa. We never figured that one out. I don't think the floor, the 3-leafed wild ginger and the button thing is fine. We already know that. Most of them are fake. Some are real. 3 to be exact. I don't... The real okay, so let's put this one in there, and let's put this in there. I don't think that's it. The diamond-shaped hole, I don't think... That's the only thing that's different in here, is that the base were made of different materials. But I don't know what that's going to point to. And the button, we already know that. Sure, let's just put that in there. Oh, okay. I don't think it's any of those. It's either the hole or the... Okay, it's different. Okay. That's the only thing, because, like, okay, the hole, yeah, unless we put the sword in upside down or something stupid. We forgot about how the statue and its base are each made of different stuff. So, couldn't there be something hidden there? I looked up to see 6 stunned faces staring at me. I still think we were the one who was supposed to put the sword in, but I'm just saying. My God, she's right. We completely forgotten about the damn statue. I saw it, even mentioned it, and then... In that case, perhaps we should consider what that difference might mean. We huddled around the statue and began to study it with renewed interest. We have to figure this out quickly. Out of the corner of my eye, I could see Mitarashi still trying and failing to hide how much his wound hurt. I began to circle around the statue. What is this thing made of anyway? Without really thinking, I reached out to touch it, only to have my arm suddenly grabbed and pulled away. Whoa! Oh, he's getting grabby. Okay, I'm down with this. What were you thinking? You're a woman. You shouldn't be touching that thing. I mean, dude. Wow. Gah. You're a young woman. It's like, so what, a 30-year-old woman's in there poking around? He's like, you're a woman, don't touch things. Backhand him across the face. I'll do what I want, bitch. He grabbed me, and now I was getting yelled at? I mean, sure, I probably shouldn't have touched it without warning everyone, but what does being a woman have to do with that? Girl, I'm down with this. It sure sounded sexist to me. What is he thinking? This probably isn't the time to start a fight, but he's being an idiot. This seems like a trick. And okay. So this is the only spoilery thing I did read somewhere, is that it said in most cases with your teammates you should restrain yourself, because I did read about like this. I didn't read about the other thing where you pick 3 things. I had no idea that was coming, but this I did read where they have it, but it says most of the time you should restrain yourself around your teammates and get mad at the pig man. Not in all cases. So I guess there are cases where getting mad or restraining yourself is probably a better thing. I would definitely think restraining yourself regardless with your teammates should be good. So I'm just gonna, although I do want to get mad and be like, bitch! But I love him, so I'm gonna be No! If we're gonna get through this, we all need to keep our emotions under control. Starting a fight won't help anything. There is gonna be a time I do want to just bitch at him. I really do. I just want to go through and like... I decided to just ignore what Shido had said when... No, you think maybe you crossed the line there? Sure, she was being a little reckless, but what's being a girl got to do with it? Oh. He's gonna be our Prince Charming? Really? Yes, you're right. I apologize. I'm still upset that I wasn't more careful with the door earlier and it just came out. I love our angry marshmallow. Well, I should have been more careful too. I wasn't happy about it, but we had too much to do. I just have to put it aside and move on. Shido hung his head and rubbed a hand over his eyes. He is the cutest one out of all of them for me. I don't know. You know I like the angry glasses ones, right? Like, look, I'm really sorry. I'm a police officer, a detective. My job is to protect people, but I failed. I was angry with myself and I pushed that onto you. It was wrong. And he's apologizing. That's so cute. It's okay. Really. He bowed his head. You're too serious, bro. I can barely even feel this. If I had a Band-Aid, I'd be fine. If we're being honest here, I don't really like you that much. But we're all still counting on you, alright? Back me up here. Yeah, you don't need to be so hard on yourself. So you're alright now, defective. Did they purposely make him call him defective? Or is that just the best typo ever? I'm assuming it was intentional, but oh my god. Shido pursed his lips. It's detective, and you know it. Details? Come on, man. Don't sweat the small stuff. I love that. Defective. Huh. Alright. I suppose you win this one. Shido sighed and gave us a small smile. He's smiling. It's practically beaming. Oh, well, that's real sweet and all, but we're back where we started, and we still haven't figured the statue out. We nodded and turned back to puzzling over the statue again. Hey, guys. You think maybe it turns? He pointed down toward where the statue met the base. Stand back. See if I can move it. Carefully, Shido stepped forward and put his hands on the statue. When nothing happened, he slowly started to push. It moved. Not very far, but it had moved. It appeared that the katana could be used as a sort of handle to rotate the statue. That's my job. Good. Spacey, I think you should take over now. Yes, as the warrior, I think you'll have to. There might be more tricks, so just go slow and be ready to get out of the way. Right, got it. Yeah, but I could light up any fucking door. That's not helpful. I moved the statue slowly, bit by bit, and before long... Oh. Ah! The head suddenly shot off and flew across the room, slamming into a wall and dropping to the floor. Oh, you're supposed to stab the Demon King and twist, so then the head falls off. That would be defeating him. We didn't defeat him last time. Oh, man. It really scared me. I thought my heart was going to stop. His eyes were so wide I could see the whites, and his breathing was fast and shallow. Oh, the panel's green. And so our warrior has defeated the Neurillian. Whatever, it's however you say that. It is what it is now. So our steps were right in a manner of speaking. We were just missing one. Shirabe groaned and shook his head. That means that we just need to follow the light again, right? And it's pointing to a door on the left. Let me handle it this time. He strode off to the door and, once he made sure we were out of the way, pulled it open. That's it! Thank goodness. He let out a sigh of relief and I followed suit. The room of the Supreme Ruler has been completed. I never thought I'd be happy to hear that voice, but for once I was. Look, you can see outside. And this must be the exit. We began to cheer. At last, we'd finally finished the first day's game. Our faces were drawn and tired, but every one of them was split with a relieved grin. Stage 1 has been completed. You have obtained a reward. One of the floorboards in the passageway popped open. Inside was a treasure chest like the one we found in the first room. It's like an adventure game, but a romance game at the same time. It's kind of fun. Let's see here. The heck is this? It's just a piece of paper. He pulled it out and frowned at it. Sun? The hell does the sun have to do with this? No, we can think about that after we've gotten you taken care of. How about you give that to me for safekeeping? Right. We need to get you treated. Let's go. I broke into a run, and I heard everyone else doing the same behind me. It wasn't easy, but we did it. We beat Samurai Fantasy VII. When we finally got outside, it was 7 p.m. and totally dark. The last room had taken us 3 hours. We literally just made it barely in time. I felt a chill go up my spine. If we'd taken just a little longer to finish... Oink, oink, oink! Congratulations on finishing today's game! Ugh, you! I glared at the screen with the pig's ugly face on it. Really, you did an excellent job! You used your strengths to complete each challenge. I was quite moved. As if. Oink! I imagine you've got some idea what sort of fun you'll have to look forward to in the rest of our games now, And you also understand just how high the stakes are. I felt everyone tense. We knew exactly what he meant. We figured that on the poison. We had a bunch of close calls already, and we've got 6 more days of this. My chest tightened. We could only go on so long. Sooner or later, we would slip up and someone would... I can't let that happen. Shido's voice broke the silence. I have a proposal. If we do manage to complete all 7 days of your game, could you give us a reward? Oink! A reward? Yeah, this is a game, right? What kind of a game doesn't have some kind of loot or treasure when you beat it? Shido nodded in agreement. They're right. It's not fair to have to go through all of this for nothing. As for my reward, I'm just hoping to save my uncle. Huh! You might have a point.
Oink, oink.
Oink, okay.
I'll grant you whatever boon you request.
Damn, pretty generous for a hug. Shido's face didn't even twitch. I don't know what you hope to accomplish with all of this, but I know what my reward will be. The safe return of all the hostages. I thought that was a guarantee, though. That's my reward. He's like, you were all gonna, okay. None of us had expected that. Least of all Hogstein, who began to shake with rage.
Arrgh!
I don't understand why this is making him angry, though. I want the return of all the... We were supposed to beat the game, and then what? He was going to kill the hostages anyway? Like, what the fuck is the point, then? That was, I thought, the given, and now he's like, this is what I want, and now the pig's all pissed. Doesn't make sense, but anyway.
Arrgh! In a moment of weakness, I decide to be nice, and you just tear out this gentle maiden's heart.
Gentle maiden?
Yes, you cocky little monkey! And I've had enough of you too, you snot-nosed brat! And you, meathead! And you swindler!
What? Cocky monkey? Hey, what do you mean by snot-nosed? Meathead? You talking to me, pal? I suppose the swindler would be me.
What? Does the truth hurt? What do you think's been keeping you alive? Stop that, you emo twerp! You too, you hairy old fart! Don't even get me started on this detective who spends hours on his hair even though he's going bald!
What? I'm not going bald. And this is just how my hair looks. Oh, I love it. I love it. He's like hair obsessed. Wait, perfect. Meanwhile, he's fixing it over there in the corner. Like, what? Nothing. My hair always looks this good.
Shut up! Your mother is hideously obese!
What the heck is going on here? Where did all these insults come from? Oh, we're gonna get mad? I'm gonna get pissed at the pig. Yeah. I understood that he was angry, but this was going too far. I'm gonna get pissed at the pig. I'm gonna blow up at him. Yeah. What's his deal? Telling us all off when he's the one who did all this to us in the first place. Get mad. Get mad. Now's the time to get mad. What's wrong with you?
Ah! Sorry!
An apology's not gonna cut it. They're all like, shit. Oh man, she's kind of scaring me. Everything scares you, you pussy. What the fuck? Really full of piss and vinegar, isn't she?
Oink. Alright, fine. I'll return the hostages just like you asked.
Then, why did you get so mad? Oink, oink.
Oh, I just forgot that you'll all be dead before the week is over, so I can promise you whatever I want. Ahem! Now then, I imagine all of you are very tired. Fear not. Your hotel will arrive shortly. While you're you're free to do whatever you like. Explore the park, eat at a restaurant. This is an amusement park after all. Amuse yourselves. Once you're all finished, please be sure to meet up at the far end of Adventure Village. All right. I apologize, but none of the attractions will function at all. Oink oink. Now I bid you all farewell.
Oink, oink. The screen blinked out. The hotel will arrive? That's what he said. I'm not quite sure what it means. Meh, we're gonna find out soon anyway. Meanwhile, let's go have some fun. Without waiting for a response, he took off toward one of the park directories. It would seem he really enjoys theme parks. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. That was probably why he knew so much about this one. I think he's still kind of trying to hide it, so maybe we ought to leave him alone. True. Meanwhile, we're not going to get him help. He's just fine now? Okay. If that was the case, though, he wasn't hiding it very well. There's still no harm in leaving it unsaid. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's got an arrow sticking out of him, but okay. When we caught up to Mitarashi, he seemed shocked when I reminded him that none of the attractions were working. Apparently, he hadn't been listening to Hogstein that closely. Man, I never got to eat lunch. I'm starving. Can we go look for a restaurant? I hadn't realized it until he said it, but I was hungry too. Starving, in fact. Yeah, we haven't eaten at all. A wise choice. I've also grown somewhat peckish. A man can't fight on an empty stomach, you know. I think I'll join you. Yeah, true. But I think I want to hit up the main office first. I'll catch up with you guys later, cool? He didn't seem to want to say it, but I had a feeling Mitarashi wanted to try to find something to treat his wound with. I'm gonna go take a look at the arcade. But if the attractions aren't working, wouldn't that mean all the games are offline too? I still want to check. We don't know squat about what's going on here. I'm gonna go see if I can dig anything up. Alright, I'll go with Mitarashi to the office then. He'd gotten hurt because of me. Felt wrong to just leave him. Huh? Why? It didn't sound like he was very fond of the idea. You want to help, then leave me alone. I'm a lone wolf, man. The brush-off didn't get much clearer than that. What should I do? If I try and convince him to let me come, that'll be awkward. Who do I want to go with? We want to go, because we're trying to get down Toa's path first, so we should go. Plus also food. Okay, bye, motherfucker. He doesn't want me to go with him, and we want food, so. After some consideration, I decided to go to the restaurant. I don't remember the other order, but I like our little chibi that walks. Mitarashi said he'd come find us later anyway. I felt bad that he'd gotten hurt because of me, but I didn't want to make it worse by butting into his business. There's one thing, though. What's that? Well, the pig said none of the attractions are operating. So, does that include restaurants? Yes, I was curious about that as well. Well, we won't know if we don't go have a look. Heck, even if it's not working, there should be some food there. True. Perhaps we can just borrow the kitchen and cook ourselves some food. Shido, can you cook? Oh, God, if he can cook. I confess I was a little surprised. No. Well, not that I know of. I've got good instincts, though. Figured I could give it a shot. Oh, God, he's gonna cook like Van Helsing. Oh, dear God. We're all gonna die. We are gonna fucking die. No way. Hey, you're banned from the kitchen. Instincts? What the heck was he planning to cook on instincts? Oh, he's a little too Van Helsing right now. The thought of Shido frowning in furious concentration over a stove made me want to burst out in laughter. But it's kind of adorable, isn't it? Unfortunately, I didn't get to see him try, since the restaurant turned out to be operating as usual. Although all the employees are piglets. It was oddly unsettling to watch the flock of people in black unitards and weird masks wait tables, cook food, and run the register. And also, why are we paying? We're trapped here for 7 days. I shouldn't have to pay for this. I don't have enough money for 7 days worth of food. Are we gonna be okay? And they do look strange, but I think we should be fine. Perhaps the restaurant... perhaps to reassure us, Shido headed deeper into the restaurant. Well, there he goes. He doesn't mess around, does he? Wakasa shrugged and frowned. There doesn't seem to be any other customers, although I hadn't really expected any. Oh, that's me. Let's go. Okay. I smiled at him and then followed Shido in. This looks more like a food court than a restaurant. I glanced around and saw Shido beckoning us over to some seats he'd taken. I found a table over here. There's tables everywhere, by the way. Agreed. And they seem to have Japanese, Western, and Chinese food. Whoa, they got a lot of stuff here. You visit the counter to get your food, and then come back here to eat it. Oh, well, I'm feeling something greasy, so I was thinking Western. I feel personally attacked by that, but it's not untrue. I want something deep fried, Will. His earlier fear apparently forgotten, Wakasa trotted briskly away. I could really go for some Chinese. It's been a long day and I could use something with a strong flavor. And then we'll all split up, it seems. I always eat Japanese when dining away from home. With that, they were gone. It feels weird since you're in Japan and then you're going to eat Japanese food like all the time. That's all you eat, but I mean... What should I eat? We're going to go with Wakasa because we're trying to get in his pants right now, so that's where we're going. I think I feel like Western food today. I decided to follow Wakasa. Oh, hey, a long time no see. I just felt like something a little different. What'd you order? A beef stroganoff. I figured a stew was probably a safe bet. Wow, that's a mouthful. Is it good? Well, usually, yeah. But with these guys making it, I just don't get your expectations up too high is what I'm saying. All right, I'll have one of those then. One of the piglets bowed, presumably to acknowledge that it had received my order, and disappeared into the back. With nothing more to talk about, an awkward silence fell between us. I feel like I should talk about something, but what? Oh god. He's in a band that's famous, I guess, but I really don't know anything about them. So, I was thinking about how I was really pretty uncool back there. Pretty embarrassing. Huh? While I was still trying to figure out what to say, he'd spoken up. I guess I'm not really good at keeping up the pop star illusion, huh? Pretty lame. No, I don't think you're, lame. I mean, I didn't even know who you were or anything. Yeah, you didn't, did you? This isn't exactly cheering me up, you know. Sorry, I just don't really know about that kind of stuff. Even my friends are kind of surprised by it. It's not just you. I don't know anything about popular music. Huh? You know, you're actually the first girl I've met like that since I started doing this. What? Really? Yeah. I had to admit that came as a shock. Was I really that ignorant and alone in the world? I think I was really lame back there. Yeah, totally. Like that was gonna give us love points? I mean, I guess he likes being berated. I don't know. Anyway, you kind of threw me for a loop, and now that I've had some time to cool down, I guess this whole thing might not be so bad after all. What do you mean? Just, I think things could turn out all right. Oh, good, we got some love points. Okay. Really? Although it's a little creepy. It's like, everything is going to be awesome. This could be kind of fun. The fuck is wrong with every person here? Are they all mass murderers? They're all in on it. He gave me a cheerful smile, and I found myself surprised at just how dazzling it was. Well, I mean, he is a pop star girl. Whoa. Why does my face feel warm all of a sudden? Oh, we're magically falling in love with him already. I struggled to find the right words. Wakasa, Stop. Whoa. Yeah. Stop. He pressed a finger against my lips with a smile. She's like, bro? Call me Toa. Wakasa makes it sound like we're co-workers or something. Oh, okay. My heart tapped a little harder at the inside of my chest. I mean, we're getting romancy real fast with him. Jesus. He's the easy one, I guess. I mean, he's supposed to be, recommended first route. Oh man, I guess he really does know how to turn on the charm. I let out a small sigh. I don't know, it still feels kind of weird to call him by his first name. I mean, we don't even really know each other. A few minutes later, the piglet returned with our stew, and Wakasa and I walked back to the others in silence. Man, I'm starving. Let's dig in. Wakasa was already stuffing food into his mouth by the time the rest of us had sat down. Oh, this tastes quite good. Yes, it does. I'm impressed. They were right. The food was delicious. Apparently the piglets had a few master chefs. After a meal like this, I feel like I'm ready to take on whatever they throw at us tomorrow. Food is the source of all life, and they say the morale of an army is more dependent on the quality of its food than that of any other factor. I can definitely understand why. With that, we shut up and got to the pressing task of shoveling food into our mouths. After a while, the people who had gone off elsewhere returned, and by the end, all 7 of us were eating together. Well, now that we've all finished, I'd like to give a quick rundown of what I turned up out there. Everyone looked up from their mostly empty plates. As far as I can tell, the area outside of the park is empty. My guess is the pigs using the hostages to keep the cops and the media away. And the entrance isn't locked. If we wanted to, we could just walk out, but then he'd kill the hostages. And there doesn't appear to be any park employees anywhere. Everything's being run by the piglets. We saw it go this morning, but the Ferris wheel is toast. After the blast, the whole thing just collapsed. Everyone sighed. We'd known things were bad, but to hear it all laid out like that... Hogstein manages to appear inside the park without warning, makes a big entrance, kidnaps the entire staff, and seizes control. Just what is he? We don't even know what he really wants. This has to be a huge amount of work. Is he just doing it for fun? I mean, this is the start. And then all of this is going to escalate into the biggest, most horrible event in human history that turns into fucking Danganronpa. That's all I'm saying. It's a chain reaction! All Otome games / visual novel games are linked somehow. No idea. If he is, that's a pretty messed up idea of fun. Indeed, but even so, this seems like a great deal of trouble. Oh, I was reading that in the... Oh, God, I got them confused. Okay. Indeed, but even so, this seems like a great deal of trouble. You'd think I would know, but I don't. I keep forgetting. If he wants to see people in danger, why set up games like this? Why do it here? He must be real bored if he thinks this is a good time. When I get my hands on the little jerk. Well, we've still got a long way to go, so we're all going to need to work together. Everybody nodded. After dinner, we headed toward Adventure Village. We get to sleep on a cruise ship? Cool! Shirabe seemed to know the way, so he was leading us. Whoa! What the heck is that? At the far end of Adventure Village, a gorgeous cruise liner had been anchored near the riverside dock. Well, now I see what he meant by arrive. It's quite impressive, isn't it? We all stared at the ship for a minute or two, amazed by its size and grandeur. So this thing must be from a game too, huh? Well, we may as well board. Keeping a close eye on his surroundings, Shido headed for the ship. The rest of us followed. Ooh, it's nice in here. I like this. I want to go here. As it turned out, it was just as spectacular on the inside as it was on the outside. The decor wouldn't have been out of place at a 5-star hotel. Damn, I'd have been stoked to get invited here if it wasn't in the middle of some stupid game. Yeah. They both gazed around the lobby inside. Is it moving? Yeah, I think so. I mean, we're on a ship, it would be rocking in the ocean, but it had begun to move as soon as all of us were aboard. Well done. He's thorough. This means we're stuck here until morning. Shirabe frowned as several piglets appeared. Wait. Looks like they still can't talk. Maybe that's what that thing is on their face. It's a muffler. It's a ball gag. They began to wave their arms and bodies around wildly, trying desperately to communicate something without words. Are they saying they'll show us to our rooms? How can you tell? Huh? Well, I'm not sure. Just kind of instinct, I guess? We followed the piglets to the rooms we'd been assigned. Gosh, I sure am tired. As soon as the piglets shut the door and left, I collapsed onto my bed. Now I gotta wear the same clothes and underwear for 7 days, though, is all I'm saying. After a whole day running around, lying down felt so good. No, I'm gonna fall asleep if I stay here. I mean, it'd be kind of funnier If they were like, okay, so this is the day you have to wear, these are your outfits for the first day, and you have to like dress like the character. It'd be fucking great. They would have to create all sorts of different sprites, and the CGs would have to be different for each like an area we went to. But like, now we're going to Future Town, so now we got to dress in futuristic costume. That'd be so much more fun. I would have so much more fun with if that was like the case. If they did shit like that, that'd be so great. You know they wouldn't, because then they couldn't recycle the same sprite over and over. But it would also make me feel a little bit better about the fact that we're going to be wearing the same clothes for 7 days. All I'm saying. I had to clean up. With a mighty effort, I hauled myself out of bed and toward the bathroom. It's a shared bathroom, and oh, it's just me and a bunch of naked men. Just kidding. A shower was my first priority, and after I dried and dressed, I began to really examine the room. Again, it'd be nice if you gave us clothes to sleep, like pajamas or something. It was about the size of a spacious single in a hotel, but it was neat and pretty. It was also well stocked with just about everything I could need. I hadn't brought anything with me, obviously, but it looked like whoever had prepared the room had anticipated that. At last, feeling refreshed, I finally let myself fall into bed, but so much has happened today. I'm tired, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep. Also, how are you going to charge your phone? As soon as I lay down, my head was flooded with thoughts of my uncle, the game we just played, and whatever game we'd be playing tomorrow. My phone wouldn't last a full day, let alone 7. Just worrying about all of this isn't going to get me anywhere. The exhaustion from before was gone, replaced with restless energy. Who should I hang out with? Oh. Oh, look! It pops you with... Like, he's smiling. Now he's grumpy. I'm assuming we have to go hang out with Toa if we want to, like... Break time begins. This is so, like... Freight investigation time. Man. Huh. He sounds like he's humming. I was up on the roof looking for Wakasa when I heard something. Is he singing? I figured I probably shouldn't bother him, so I hid and kept listening. I'm not singing for him, but he's making singing noises. There you go. I couldn't really tell what he was singing, but he was pretty into it. Wow. Is he still practicing? That's dedication. Then, just as I turned to leave, I feel like instead of it being like, I went to go look for him, it should be more like, you choose who you're going to hang out with, and that's when it's like, oh, I just happened to run into him type of a thing. But then again, if you were on a ship, you could either be wandering around and accidentally run into someone, or you might be searching for someone, but... Hey, what are you doing? Suddenly he was right next to me. You think I haven't learned how to spot paparazzi? Sorry. I don't really mind if you hear me anyway. Did you need something? Well, no, not really. Oh, and so you came up here to see me, huh? No? You realize you're probably the worst liar on the planet. Okay, fine. Yes, I came here to see you. There, was that so hard? You should have just said that in the first place. Go ahead. I don't mind if you hang out. Thanks. Yeah. He grinned, sat down on the terrace steps, and beckoned me over. I walked over and sat down. Oh, he looks sad. I always feel better if I go sing outside. Huh? I'm guessing you can't sleep, right? Me either. Really? Yeah, not exactly proud of it, but there you go. I guess I don't want to be scared of everything all the time. It sucks. Yeah. I mean, I'm a star. I'm supposed to be cool. Cool guys don't scream and freak out whenever something bad happens. Yeah, but most people have never been put in this situation, so... Well, so what if you're some famous guy? Some stuff is scary. There's nothing wrong with being scared of it. You really think so? Yeah. Thanks. I actually, feel a lot better now. He gave me a wide, friendly smile. Wow, even at night, his smile is amazing. She's falling fast, man. Hey, you want to sing with me a bit? What? Yeah, you and me. Sing a song or two. So we sang for quite a while together, and even though I'm totally tone deaf, he never complained once. Whew. Well, I'm definitely sleepy now. Just look at the time. I flopped into bed and was asleep before my head hit the pillow. It was supposed to be a peaceful day. Is Dad awake yet? Should I go wake him up? Hee, why don't you let him sleep in a little longer? Daddy hasn't had the day off in a long time. He's very tired. And you don't want to get tired later, do you? Maybe you should sleep a little longer, too.
Maybe. But what if it runs away while I'm sleeping?
It's an amusement park, dear. It won't be going anywhere. It'll be waiting for you when you get up. So let Daddy sleep in. When he gets up, we can pack some lunches and go to the park together. Does that sound like fun? Yeah! I wish the colors were different so you knew when it was supposed to be kid voice versus probably mom voice. Stage 2. Oink, oink. So chapter 2. Okay. Well, second event, so I'm assuming there's at least 7. I was still deep asleep when a piglet woke me that morning with a knock on the door. It had brought me breakfast, which I ate quickly before changing and heading out. Morning! Shido, Shorabe, Urabe, and Mitarashi were already waiting in the lobby. Yo! They all looked up and waved or nodded as I walked in. And did you sleep well? Yeah, thanks for asking. I'm glad to hear it. You seemed quite tired last night. Urabe gave me a quick, gentle smile as Shorabe began to talk. Apparently this boat's gonna dock around 11:30. How do you know that? I asked one of the piglets. You... what? They can't talk, but they sure know how to move. Sort of like sign language, I guess? They're odd ducks, that's for sure. They're odd pigs. Use the right puns. Well, analogies, animals. Use the right animal terminology. I wanted to ask what sort of gestures they'd use to communicate time. It's not sign language, it's charades. But I got the feeling there were more pressing things to deal with. As Shorabe finished, Wakasa and Mayoshi walked in. Good, we're all here. I've been thinking we should exchange phone numbers. Calling one another shouldn't be against the rules. What? Why? Sounds like a pain in the ass. Better safe than sorry. We have no idea what might happen out there. So? It's not like they're gonna split us up. Man, you're an old lady. Hey, shut up, I like my old lady. He rolled his eyes, but pulled out his phone anyway and started sending his contact info to each of us in turn. Looks like he uses that phone a lot. Well, someone like him would have to, huh? I, on the other hand, have never been very good at using my phone. Trying to share contact information was always awkward and confusing. Aw. I like that she's like a 90-year-old lady in like a 17-year-old body. I wonder how his arrow wound is doing. I was still fumbling through screens on my phone when Mikasa trotted up, phone in hand. Oh, watch it, okay? The office is always telling me not to give out my number to just anybody. Right, sure, I'll be careful. He watched me try desperately to make my phone work for a few minutes before sighing exasperatedly and grabbing it from me. Are you sure you're a high school girl? Yeah, I'm just not good at this kind of stuff. Like, being a high school student. He rolled his eyes, shot through menus so fast I couldn't even see them, and sent me his contact info. So just push this button and you'll see the screen. Hit this one to confirm. Thanks. Okay, is it just me? But like, oh, they sent their contact information to me. What kind of magic apps do they have in Japan or in games? Because like, what's your phone number? Hold on, let me bring up my contact, type in the number. It's not like I push a button and send it to you, like send to phone next to me. You have to type it in. But no one ever does in these games. It's like, boop, magically send my info. What kind of weird apps do you have? See, this is where I'd be like, what? I don't know how to do this. I'm old, bitches. Are you sure you're a high school girl? No, I'm definitely not. Haven't been for a long time. Anyway. You really are a weird chick, you know that? I couldn't really argue the point, but it still wasn't a very nice thing to say. This, though, makes me feel like it's me and I just magically pop. I'm in somebody else. Yeah, well, that's because I'm actually a really old lady in a teenager body, and this is some kind of weird fucking dream that I'm having. At any rate, his instructions turned out to be helpful. I collected everyone else's info without too much trouble and gave them all my own. Why are tools of supposed convenience so difficult to use? Yeah. He let out a long sigh. Maybe they're convenient, but it's junk like this that keeps people from stretching their brains. And you don't need to think if you got the internet. Yeah, they're real harmful. Oh, we should get rid of running water and indoor plumbing, too. They make life too easy. I don't usually get people's phone numbers. I think this is the first time I've ever gotten more than one at a time. Are you serious? I had to delete a couple people last week or I was going to run out of space. Delete them? Oh, won't that be a problem? Huh? Oh, no, not really. I mean, they got my number. They can hit me up if they need something. Not like I was ever going to call them anyway. I was right when I met them yesterday. These guys are pretty weird. I mean, we're a little weird too, but it's a weird bunch that we've got. One of the piglets led us off the boat and into the central plaza. Every time I look at him, I just want to kick his ass. Mitarashi glared at the statue and cracked his knuckles.
Good morning, everyone.
There he is. As he spoke, an image of Hogstein appeared on the monitor.
Isn't the weather just amazing? It's a wonderful day for a game, wouldn't you agree?
Oink, oink, oink. Somebody's in a good mood. He's off relaxing somewhere while we're trapped here. Of course he's in a good mood. Hogstein sighed dramatically.
But it sounds so unpleasant when you put it that way. You're not trapped. If you just solve my puzzles, you're home free. This whole game is about using your heads and following my rules, you understand?
Oh, we know. It's a game. That means it can be beat. That means you haven't made any puzzles that can't be solved. And that also means that if we make it all the way through the game, we fight the final boss. You. Oink. Oink, 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 oink. Oink, 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 oink. Starts out a laugh and it turns into oink.
But will you be able to?
He really makes me mad. What an arrogant jerk. Hey, you better not underestimate us. I'm sorry, but if this is not fucking Danganronpa, just disguised as an Otome game, because that was the ding dong bing bong ding dong. A body has been discovered! Fuck, which one of us is dead? Like, ah, shit, a body's been discovered. They'd be like, what? Nothing? I'm just saying, this just... Anyway. Just then, a chime echoed across the park. Fuck.
Well, the time just flies. It's noon already, which means it's time for today's game to start.
I mean, okay, so... We're going over here now. Oh! It's like we're going to Alice in Wonderland land. That's totally, like... I was just going to say that's, go-karts or whatever. Hogstein directed us to something called the Racing Square, so we set off in that direction. We were partway there when Shirabe began to speak. And so, where is he sending us off to next? I think he said Alice something. Wait, why are you asking me? I was going to say it looks Alice in Wonderland. Alice Kart Grand Prix? Right, what's that? Never heard of it? Does he really think we don't notice? We all did the polite thing and ignored Mitarashi's bizarre outburst. Technically, it's called Alice Kart Grand Prix, but everybody just calls it Alice Kart. It's a racing game with a sort of Alice in Wonderland theme. You can mess with the other people on the tracks, so it gets played a lot at parties. It's actually gotten to be kind of a hit with casuals. So it's Mario Kart. but Alice in Wonderland themed. I get it. Okay. I see what they did here. He was right. Even I know people who were into Alice Cart. Mitsunashi's eyes had shone with excitement at every word Miyoshi had said. Great! I'm pretty good at kart racing. This one's gonna be cake. Do you really think it's gonna be a normal kart race, though? I mean, yesterday His face grew pale and he trailed off. But at least it didn't look like Wakasa was going to refuse to enter the attraction again. I can't wait to see who's Alice! Are we gonna be Alice in Wonderland characters? Oh my god, please, please, please make what's his name Alice again, because he's gonna be so sad. Why do I always have to be the girl character? It's great. I'm scared too, but I've got to do my best, especially now that Shido's gotten Hogstein to agree to release the hostages. I cannot wait for this one, though, to be honest with you. But anyway, we're a little under time, but last part was a little over time, and this is a good place to start it before we stop it before we get into the thing. So I'm going to stop this part here, and we will continue in the next part and start in our second adventure. So I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.